So today about 3 o'clock, we had a call come in regarding an aggravated robbery at an Academy store at the Grand Parkway in Kirkendall. Shortly after that, there was a broadcast put out of a suspect vehicle. One of our patrol deputies spotted the vehicle. A police pursuit began and ended up here on the next street. Deputy got out of his vehicle. Suspect gets out of his vehicle. Deputy starts giving commands. Suspect wheels around with an AR-15, one of the pistols, but it's a fully automatic AR-15 rifle. Shoots at the deputy, hits the deputy. Deputy does return fire. We don't know how many rounds. Suspect was not hit. Suspect then fled into a yard over across the street, which we eventually found out that it was a relative's house, and we ended up, other constables emerged on the scene seconds after the shooting. They were able to basically arrest the suspect without incident. Once they got him into custody, the first thing that the family started saying to our deputies was, "Thank all of you for not killing him." This is a 23-year-old young man. We don't understand why he would do what he did, as far as trying to ambush our deputy with an AR-15 pistol. But it's just the day and time we live in now. Our deputy is currently at Northwest Hospital. I have not had a status update yet. We do have people there. I will be going there as soon as I leave here. But right now, that's all I can tell you. I can add to that we know that this suspect also went to the Academy store in Willowbrook Mall and robbed that one earlier today. And that's because we've already spoke with HPD. It's going to be the same suspect. And so we know today he is suspected in robbing the Academy at Willowbrook and also the Academy up here at Kirkendall and 99. And again, it all kind of ended here. But I can tell you that I seen our patrol car. There's 16 holes in it, and there's even holes through the window of the car where the deputy was standing. And our deputy, just from what I'm hearing from the hospital, our deputy is going to be okay. He's just going to need some surgery on his face. And but the good Lord was looking out for our deputy, and I guess you could say the good Lord was looking out for this suspect, that we didn't kill him, because we'd have been in our rights to do so. I will be calling District Attorney Kim Ogg as soon as I get in the car from here and seeking attempted capital murder of a peace officer on this young man. And it's, again, this is just the world we live in now. And so are there any questions? I don't know. Do not know.
Did anybody in your office?
Yep, we believe that Deputy Fontonet, our deputy's name is Deputy Fontonet. They should be pushing his photograph out on our social media platforms, asking for prayers for him. We don't know how many times he's shot. We have our shooting team here. The district attorney's shooting team is en route. We will work this along with the district attorney's office and kind of go from there. I'm sorry? Yeah, deputy was a one-man unit, and really what made this kind of come to a better conclusion was he chased him into this neighborhood. There was probably 10 or 15 other deputy constables emerging to this area because they were all listening to the pursuit and where it was going. And shortly after the actual gunshots started taking place, our deputy, and I haven't spoke to him about this, but I'm assuming he kind of started retreating because he was outgunned. We got rifles, but he didn't get out with a rifle. And he started to get to the back of his car, and then about that time, other deputies drove up with guns drawn, and the suspect ended up running between the houses and then just dropping his gun.
Do you have a name of the suspect?
Not yet.
And as far as the deputy, can you tell us about how that's going?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know that he was either hit with fragments in the face or glass. I mean, we don't know. I just know he's going to have surgery on his face One of his lips, I think, is going to need surgery. But I have been assured, because my first inclination was to go to the hospital with my deputy, and then the people we have there said, "Boss, he's going to be okay," and I could hear him in the background, and so that'll be where I go from here, and to check on him and then get him, where he needs to be. I'm sorry?
How long has he been with your department?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we've got 650 something officers. I don't know.
How many, have you recovered the AR-15?
Yes, there is a gun laying by the front door of the house where the engagement took place with our deputies and the suspect toward the end of this. It's hard to comprehend why someone would be going around with that type of weapon, and then basically just ambushing law enforcement, So, the good Lord was looking out for our deputy, and the good Lord was looking out for this 23-year-old. And we hope he'll end up getting back on track.
Anybody got hurt inside the house?
I'm sorry?
Anybody got hurt inside the house?
I can't.
Anybody else had hurt inside the house?
No. It's other family members, and again, the deputies, once they took him into custody, the family ran out. Obviously, they were watching the entire deal and said, "Thank y'all for not killing him." And so anyway, that's kind of where we're at. Any other questions?
Yeah, real quick, you said that this was a relative. Can you explain the relationship?
Don't know. We just know we don't know. If it's, I don't think it's his mom and dad's house. I think it's probably another relative, and but it's turning out, pretty good for both sides. Our deputy's going to be on the mends, it looks like, and the suspect's going to be in jail, and hopefully he'll get whatever help he can get.
So you're saying AR-15, a lot of people immediately think of a long rifle.
Right.
This was not the case?
No, it's a smaller version. It's about this big. It has a full AR-15 clip in it, and it's the real deal. I mean, I can't believe our guy was not hit. I mean, there's holes. He was standing outside his vehicle with the door open, and there's a hole that came through the window of the patrol car, the side door. It just probably missed him by inches.
Is that a legal weapon to own?
It is a legal weapon to own, but it's not a legal weapon to shoot at the police. So, or anyone for that matter. So, any other questions?
Is this a successful robbery, or these attempted robbery?
No, he went in and robbed them with that AR. Yeah, he went in with that AR and to both places, and of course we'll be working with HPD. Chief Satterwhite spoke to me just a while ago, so we're going to clear a case in the city. We'll clear our case up there, and then this case here will be also brought.
Do you have a preliminary criminal history on this guy?
I do not. Yeah, I don't know. And we'll release his information later this evening once we get him to the station and get him APIS'd, and if he'll talk to us, we'll interview him, and we'll push out all that stuff later.
You said Fontonet. Do you have a first name?
Deputy Fontonet, what's his first name? Who? Deteryon. Now the suspect in this case is a 23-year-old black male. The deputy that was shot is a I don't know how long he's been with us, but he's also a black male. And I think his picture should be up on our platforms. It is up? Okay. It should be up, and we just ask for everyone's prayers for our deputy, and we'll kind of go from there.
Thank you, sir.
Are we good?